Hello, Assalamualaikum. So this is chapter 7, controlling. So this is the first video. So control is one of the management function. Okay, as you know, there are four of management function: POLC: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So controlling is the last function of the management. So let's say we have six objective for this chapter. Okay. Okay, first we're gonna look into the definitions of control. Okay, a controlling is process through which managers regulate organizational activities to make them consistent with expectations and help them to achieve predetermined standards of performance. Okay, so here it is a process. Okay, meaning that there will be step by step, stages by stages that the managers have to follow. Okay, so since it's process, it always continuation. Okay, so here control, because we want to make sure that all the activities that we do are according to our expectations. Okay, so that we can maintain or have the standards that we already set. Okay. Control is the last, okay, as I said before, the last functions of management. Okay, it's very critical because it will make sure that all of our planning, organizing, leading are successful. Okay, first of course we have to plan what we want to achieve, and then we organize all our resources, and then we lead our employee to make sure that they will do the task accordingly. But the last one is the most critical because we have to control or to monitor all our employees, our resources, so that what we have planned will be achieved. Okay. Okay. Why control is important? Okay, the first, because it can assist the management process, the POLC. Okay, so C, control is very important. Okay, it can deal with change or uncertainty, because when we do the controlling process, we will oversee. Okay, we will notice if there are any uncertainty or changes that occur. It's not according to what we expect. Okay, so it can deal with complexity, deal with human limitations. It can help delegation and decentralization. Of course, control will also minimize costs of the organization. So how that when we add more activities, okay, control activities to our organization, that it can help minimize the cost. Okay, so I will explain in the video. Okay, and control is also to adapt to environmental change. So this is the process of control. First, we have the set performance standard. First, in the control process, we set the standards that we want. Okay, then we measure the actual performance. We will do the activity. Okay, after that, we will compare the actual performance with the standard. Of course, when we want to do something, we already have the prototype or the standard that we want to achieve. Okay, so when we actually do the process, do the product, so when the product is finished, okay, so we have to compare whether the actual product that we produce is according or similar to the standard or not. Okay, so if there are no deviations, or if deviations are acceptable, deviation is the difference between the actual product compared to the standard of product. Okay, if there are no deviations, or it is exactly as the standard, or if the deviation is very light. Okay, so that we don't have to take any corrective action. Okay, but if the deviation is something is major, so we cannot accept it, so we have to take the corrective action. Okay, meaning that we have to redo it. There are certain ways on how to take the action. Okay, so this is the explanation of the process. Okay, the first one is setting standards of performance. Okay, so we have to set. Okay, let's say we take one example. Let's say McDonald's. Okay, so they serve all this kind of burger. McDonald's is very famous with its burgers. Okay, let's say that one of the product, their burgers, is Big Mac. Okay, because Big Mac is kind of big Okay, so of course it's difficult to assemble the burger. Okay, so let's say McDonald's asks their employee, okay, whenever the customer order for set of Big Mac, so they have to prepare the burger, the Big Mac burger, within 2 minutes. Meaning that the employee have to assemble the Big Mac burger within 2 minutes. Okay, so setting 2 minutes to prepare the Big Mac burger is the standard of the performance that they want to fulfill, they want to achieve. Okay, so after the employee know about this one, they know already. Okay, Big Mac kind of like look like this. What are the filling for Big Mac, and they know that they have to prepare within 2 minutes. Okay, now they have to when they do it, okay, the management will measure. Okay, so they know, okay, so the management, the organization must decide lah what to measure, when to measure, how frequently to measure. Okay, after they measure, okay, the actual performance while the employee is doing the burger, okay, now they have to compare, okay, the actual performance with the standard, the one that the employee produced with the one that they have set the standard. Okay, so let's say that the standard is 2 minutes. Okay, the employee, we want to see whether the employee able to prepare the burger in 2 minutes, whether more than 2 minutes or less than 2 minutes. Okay, so when we compare, we will get the result. Okay, so how to respond to deviations? Let's say that the employee are able to meet the standard, they able to prepare the burger exactly in 2 minutes, so it's good. We don't have to do any or take any corrective actions, okay, because it's exactly according to the standard. What if they are able to produce below than 2 minutes? Okay, below than 2 minutes. Okay, so if they prepare below than 2 minutes, okay, so it is something that very good. Okay, so we don't have to take any corrective action. What if they are unable to prepare to meet the standard? They prepare about for 3 minutes or 4 minutes, okay, cannot meet the 2 minutes. Okay, so then this is something maybe the management cannot accept the deviations. Okay, so they have to take the corrective action. Okay, so one of the three actions probably is maintain the status quo, meaning that they don't have to do anything. Okay, if it is meeting the standard or below or more than standard, okay, correct the deviation. So if it didn't meet the standard, so they have to correct the deviations, okay, the differences, or they want to change the standard. Okay, which one they want to use. Okay. Okay, so that's it for the first video. We will continue in the second video.